here in the Philippines, our courts are functioning, that they could seek justice. Ang dami po tumatakbo ngayon sa korte. Halos nga, ang dami, almost every day, meron nakukonvict, may na-acquit in a criminal cases, sa civil cases, nag-function. Meron ba tayong hindi nag-function dito? It should have been here. And I would not even say that the ICC could just simply intervene, no? Because of if the country is working, no, and the institutions are working. So it's really an overstep. It's an overreach. But nevertheless, it was a planned thing to do because the narrative that the prosecution did to influence the ICC to into this kind of action was really planned, no? And talagang ginasusan talaga at talagang pinaghandaan, no? Yan problema, saan po ginamit o kanino pong pera ang ginamit in order to have this kind of para po ipatakbo itong kaso. Kawawa naman tayo mga Pilipino.
Attorney, ito rin po ba yung dahilan kung bakit sa tingin nyo po wala talagang kaso dito po sa Pilipinas? Ito pong si Senador Ronald Bato de la Rosa and dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte kaugnay dito po sa kinakaharap nila na reklamo dyan po sa ICC para yung ICC na lamang po diretso at wala nang, kumbaga wala nang hindrances, Attorney?
Well, if you're saying kung wala kaso, hindi, no? What the real test should have been that it should have been filed here in the Philippines, no? So that ang ating pong courts ang mag-determine. Bakit? Number one is alam ng judges ang terrain natin dito. But in ICC kasi, hindi alam ng terrain doon ng mga judges. Ano ba ang nangyayari talaga sa Davao City? Is this just a word in order just to panakot ito sa mga criminals? Or is it really being done? In fact, the judges there do not even speak English. So, how would they even understand what's happening here when they cannot even speak English, no? Here in our courts, it should have been filed. And sabihin nila, we cannot get justice here. Oh, come on. That is not true. You are the administration now. And to see how extensive the use of power that you are doing it, the people can see it. Go to the Senate halls, ilang thousands ang hinuli si Pastor Apollo Kibuloy. You can do that. And then you say that we cannot get justice here. You have all the powers na we could see, the vast powers at saka yung ginagawa po, no, para dito. So, you could have filed it here in the Philippines and exercise these powers that you think that could protect, no, the integrity of any investigation as well as prosecution of the offense against the accused. Pero ayaw nyo talaga dito sa Pilipinas lang. Because you want to hide in the comforts of that hall sa foreign justice in order po talaga, problema mo na yun doon. Tawanan na lang natin. Fait accompli na, nandoon na siya nakaupo. Problema na niya magsagot. And they know for a fact na, siyempre, hindi siya bibitawan doon. Kaya hindi man naiintindihan ng mga foreign courts doon ano nangyayari. With more reason, they would be cautious enough. No? So that's what they want. No? To get rid of a problem by throwing them to another country. Why don't we face it in our country? Would you like that to happen when the time comes? It would be your time to face this kind of music, di ba? So that's what I'm trying to say, Sir Admar, no? Dito dapat sa Pilipinas ang kaso.
Opo. Binansagan po na court of last resort, ito pong International Criminal Court. Ang ibig sabihin po ba nito, dapat exhaust mo na lahat ng mga usaping legal dito muna sa bansa natin bago tayo mag last resort doon sa korte sa ICC po, Attorney?
Alam niyo po, yung ICC exists as the court if there is no more courts functioning in a certain country. Like, for example, yung nagkagwera, nagkaroon ng apartheid, nagpatayan doon somewhere in Africa, at wala na po nag-function ang kanilang institutions and department. Then after that, nung na-restore ang order, they were arrested and tried in a criminal court. Because yun nga, wala na nag-exist. This is how it is. Now, as long as our laws and our institutions are properly functioning, it should be tried here first. Yan ang rule eh. Even the ICC would say, kaya niyo yan, wag muna kami. But of course, if you file it, you insist, and they will try to prove for whatever reason that they will present, no? And the ICC will believe they will just follow the trail. They will just follow what was presented to them. Take note that when they presented evidence, there was no chance for the respondent to respond. All evidences na ibigay ni prosecutor can, I think, no? Lahat, no? So when he was, when this team of investigators were cuddled here in the Philippines to investigate with all, again, the taxpayers' money just to establish a case against the former president. So, ibig sabihin din, it was really shown na parang talagang meron case. So, that's the reason why ICC assumed jurisdiction. They hide the fact that here in the Philippines, our courts are functioning, that they could seek justice. Ang dami po tumatakbo ngayon sa korte. Halos nga, ang dami, almost every day, meron nakukonvict, may na-acquit in a criminal cases, sa civil cases, nag-function. Meron ba tayong hindi nag-function dito? It should have been here. And I would not even say that the ICC could just simply intervene, no? Because of if the country is working, no, and the institutions are working. So it's really an overstep. It's an overreach. But nevertheless, it was a planned thing to do because the narrative that the prosecution did to influence the ICC into this kind of action was really planned, no? And talagang ginasusan talaga at talagang pinaghandaan, no? Yan problema, saan po ginamit o kanino pong pera ang ginamit in order to have this kind of para po ipatakbo itong kaso. Kawawa naman tayo mga Pilipino.
Opo, sino naman po kaya ang mag-a-assess kung hindi gumagalaw o hindi umiiral ang justice system sa ating bansa? Sila ba ang magsasabi, ang ICC? Needed ba ng opinion mula sa Supreme Court na siyang may hawak ng mga korte sa ating bansa? Ang Philippine government ba? Or sadyang pinili lang itong kaso po ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte at ngayon Senador Ronald Bato de la Rosa? Kasi napakarami pong mga high profile na mga kaso po sa bansa. Meron pa nga yung, kung maalala nyo po, yung sa Maguindanao Massacre na napakarami din po yung involved, though umabot ng mahigit isang dekada ata bago nagkaroon ng desisyon. Pero meron pong paggalaw at napakarami pang mga dating presidente, mga kinasuhan, umiiral. Bakit sadyang ito lang yung parang inamin na dito lang kami walang hindi gumana yung justice system? Attorney.
Actually, the narrative that they are playing talaga is so funny but hurting in a sense that of course the old man very much loved by the people because as I said, the ordinary Filipino people felt talaga meron tayong kakapi, meron tayong somebody who will stand with us and fight for us in case na inaapi tayo. And they want to get rid of that. And that I could not understand. No? So it is actually a political persecution. Dapat po sana hindi rin gamitin para for political persecution itong kaso at na-file sa ICC. And ICC should have seen that. No? Kaya nga, ako naman, well, yung jurisdiction-wise na ni Kaufman, na deny and everything. But however, on the merits, I still would feel and I would still pray hard that the ICC will realize that this is clear political persecution. And kailangan po magkaroon na po ng trial past doon sa ICC or at magkaroon na po ng decision kung ano ba talaga. Let us see how they will rule. But I would really feel that I think ICC will acquit the former president because this is clear political persecution po. To answer your question, tama po kayo, no? The Maguindanao Massacre and ano pa, yung mga highest ranking officials natin na napaila ng kaso. Say, look, former Senator Bong Revilla is in jails right now, no? So it is running. It is tapos nga in fact meron daw ipa-file na mga cases, no? Although the problem is that until now, wala po talagang pang ipinail dito sa mga big fishes ng flood control. Now, is it because our courts are not functioning? No, because the prosecution is trying to hold that. Bakit po? We could only surmise, we could only speculate that, ano ba ito? Pinagbabargain niyo ito for a conviction vote? Are you bargaining this in order for something that you would want? Now, until ngayon po, wala pa pong na-file na plunder case kay Romualdez. Sinabing merong ipa-file. May findings ang task force nila. Meron na bang warrant of arrest issued? None. Now, with respect to the other big fish, yung mga congressman sa Maleta, none. Now, here is a situation wherein bakit naku-hold yung prosecution against these personalities. Pero yung dating senador na wala na in power, hindi na relevant ang kanyang vote, pakulong natin. Sample yan para pakita sa taong bayan now. See? Pag hindi kayo magsunod sa amin, sabihin doon sa mga, di ba? Then, we will do this the same to you. Wala po, no? Aside from the fact, yung mga siguro yung nasa DPWH, but yung iba naman nasa state witness. Ang pinafry nila yung mga contractors. Gumugulong for the ordinary civilians. But to the high-profile people, those elected officials that were mentioned, no? Why is it no plunder case filed yet? Laruin natin. Tingnan natin. Let us see. Analyze po natin. Meron po ba na i-file? And dami yung sinabi ni ano. Siguro si Saldico because he's irrelevant. He's no longer an elective official. Meron. O yun. Pero other than that, yung na-mention ni Saldico, yung na-mention sa affidavit ni Gutesa, kasi ginamit po sa ombudsman yung kaso against Romualdez, yung kay Gutesa. Why is it the others wala pa ina-file? So yun po, no? Selective prosecution perpetuated here by this particular administration. They choose when to attack, when to go back, when to bite, and when to scratch, at kailan din silang hindi. Tatahimik sila at kailan sila tatahol. That's the problem.